Hello, my friends. Hey, we are going on another stroll with Rosa. It's an absolutely beautiful summer day, so we are going to go on a stroll along Crystal Lake in Ellington. So let's go, my friends. As you can see, Crystal Lake in Ellington, Connecticut, which is in Talon County, has plenty of activity, fun, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful lake to spend time on. As we walk through some of these neighborhoods, I will talk more with you, and you're not going to want to miss the latest and greatest data. All right, my friends, stroll with Rosa, Crystal Lake here in Ellington, Connecticut. Right now we're walking down Lake Street, an absolutely beautiful street with many, many cottages. Right now we're at the corner of Lake Street and Crystal Street. So it's such a beautiful day for a stroll, getting in those steps, right? Remember, one of my goals is to get these 10,000 steps in a day. And I said, you know, what is better than going for a walk along the lake? Now, if you know me, one of the things I do absolutely love are waterfront properties, whether it's along a river, a lake, or of course the ocean. And I think it's such a great opportunity to see some of these beautiful homes. They're very, very well kept, right? And some of the real estate data statistics, which I will share with you shortly, are absolutely amazing. And what's nice about Ellington Crystal Lake is that some of the houses have been here for quite a while and others are brand new with many, many updates. So as you probably notice with any lake community, you definitely have a mix of different types of single family homes. And of course the cottage bungalow style is always beautiful when you do have a backyard abutting the actual lake. And look at how beautiful this home is, right, with those brown garage doors and the metal roof. Right here is the Rockville Fish and Game Club close by, and you can see right behind these houses, here's Crystal Lake. What a gorgeous day to go on a stroll. Look, that house actually has a pontoon boat back there, which is nice. Gorgeous paver driveway. Now this is actually the main road for Crystal Lake, Sandy Beach Road. And on this road, you're going to find schools like Crystal Lake School. You're going to find an excellent barbecue restaurant. You're gonna find a couple of churches, and it's easy access to be able to get to my left here, Sandy Beach. So Sandy Beach is the main beach for Crystal Lake. As you can see, Sandy Beach is bustling with activity, right? Beachgoers, sunbathers. You have people out there on their boats. You have people out there doing kayaking. And there's all kinds of opportunities here if you're into these summer activities along the lake. Now the beach is a public beach and it is open from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. And look at all the beautiful homes that surround it. There's plenty of parking. It's quick, it's simple. There's even lifeguards and public facilities here. As we go on our stroll through Crystal Lake neighborhood, right now I'm at the corner of Sandy Beach Road and West Shore Road. And right now we're here at a Memorial, Town of Ellington, Crystal Lake Honor Roll. God bless you, World War II. So I figured I would stop there and just show you, you know, how nice this community is, acknowledging, respecting our veterans. And so we're going to take a turn down here, down West Shore Road. We're at the corner of West Shore Road and Skinner Road. So here along Crystal Lake neighborhood, you're going to notice there's really, what I found is two main, you know, there's a lot of little roads, but there's really two main roads that have the houses along the lakes. One is West Shore Road and one is East Shore Road. So we're going to take a walk down West Shore Road, and the main reason why is because years ago, it's been quite a while, and I've sold quite a few homes in Ellington, but years ago, we're talking about 18 years ago, 19 years ago, I was so excited because I actually sold the most expensive home in this area. It was a record for me. I believe it was $1.27 million, so $1,270,000, and it was a home, or you could say resort, that was owned by Gene Pitney. Now, if any of you know Gene Pitney, he was a singer, songwriter. He actually passed away in 2006, but he was born in Rockville, which of course is close by here to Ellington, if you know the area, which is really part of Vernon. To my right here, as we get a little bit further down West Shore, you're going to see the lake. But to my right behind these homes is the lake. But Gene Pitney, the Rockville Rocket, folk singer, songwriter, he actually had a resort built. And it's said that there were a lot of celebrities that came to that resort over the years. And he had a resort that I actually sold. So that was exciting quite a few years back. We're actually going to walk all the way down West Shore Road to that particular home. From the curb, it might not look like the most exciting resort or home, but once you're in there, there are a lot of beautiful amenities. There's a huge beachfront, and huge rooms, great rooms for entertaining and so forth. All right, my friends, we're getting there as we go on this stroll with Rosa. As a reminder, we are doing a stroll along Crystal Lake neighborhood in Ellington, Connecticut. Now, some of the data before we get to the cottages area, I want to share with you, and I think you'll find some of this data to be unbelievable. Right? So some of the data shows that there's only one home on the market here within a mile of Sandy Beach on Crystal Lake in Ellington. Right? So what I did is I was right in the parking lot in Sandy Beach, and I said to my wonderful system, let me see all the homes for sale. So there's one home. It's not beachfront. It needs some work, but there is only one home on the market, and I believe right now it's going for $249,000. We're coming up on the corner of Crystal Ball Court and West Shore Road. Now you can see here, it's a beautiful little neighborhood. We're not going to walk down there. It's a cul-de-sac. But these are newer homes. You know, they're probably built in the 80s and the 90s and so forth. And, you know, they're the typical colonial 1 or 2 car garages, 3 or 4 bedrooms and so forth. As we're taking this stroll, I'm starting to feel a little bit of shade here. And this road is a little bit busy because it does connect to Route 140 as if you were going to Stafford Springs, Connecticut. So, you can see here on the side, plenty of trees and a little bit of woods. But Crystal Lake is located on the northern side of Ellington, right? So if you are from southern Massachusetts or northern Connecticut, or of course anywhere, and you're looking for a beautiful lake to live on, this might be the lake for you, because it's an absolutely beautiful lake, as you saw earlier in my video, and you're going to see it again shortly. Beautiful lake, plenty of activity. Okay, it has plenty of frontage. It has a public beach. It has a couple of boat launches, probably 4 of them, and we're going to show you that. And then up here to my left, if I kept going straight, that would be Route 140. As we take our stroll on my quest to get 10,000 steps, my friend, right? So hello, how's it going? Once again, just kind of checking on some of my notes, some of the things you might want to be considering, might want to be thinking about. Well, in the last 90 days, right, within 1 mile of Crystal Lake, there's been 6 homes that have sold, right? Now, the highest price one, I just told you that I sold one probably about 18 years ago for 1.27 million, 1,270,000. But the highest price one that sold in the last 90 days is 595,000. Okay, so stay tuned, because we're gonna go over some more data with you. So as you can see, one of the roads we're coming up on, Hotel Lake Road Private Drive. How beautiful. Right behind this home is the lake. Absolutely gorgeous, right? And so as you can see, you're gonna get to notice that so many people, some of these homes are nestled up on top where they have a great view. Some of these homes have beautiful balconies, porches, decks where they can overlook the lake, and it's a lake community. So if you know anything about New England and lake communities, many of the homes are smaller. They're older cottages that were 3-season types of homes. And in some cases, they took those homes and made them into a full year property. Right? And so as an example, look here right there, how beautiful the lake is right behind these homes right here. Here's a place up here on my left where those trucks are that you can park if you like. Look, even over here, look at that home back there on the other side of Route 140. It's a little bit loud, it's a little bit busy, that road. But you can see here, right, we are on the road where many people, they just rent a cottage here for a week or 2, or maybe the whole summer, and just enjoy themselves, right? How nice would it be that you get up in the morning and you're able to have a cup of coffee just overlooking the lake, right? Look at how beautiful this one is with the stone chimney. Absolutely gorgeous. They did a great job there. Right, and again, right on the other side of these homes, you can see it. There's Crystal Lake. Okay, many of these people have their own boats or have their own docks. Okay. So we talked a little bit about sales price. Some of this data, now you're not going to believe, again, within 1 mile, there was a home that sold for $125,000 over the last 90 days. Of course, that home needed a lot of work. Of course, it wasn't right on the water, but it was within 1 mile of Crystal Lake. So there's opportunity there, right? Even these homes that are across the street, you can see there, they have a deck, a balcony up on the right-hand side to be able to look over a nice little lighthouse. How beautiful is it? Go walk right across the street. And whether you go and visit your neighbors and have a little bit of a relaxing time, right? How beautiful that is. Grab your kayak or your canoe, right? Or you go right over here to the boat launch. There's opportunities galore. Hello. Now in the last 90 days, right, we also had, out of those 6 homes that sold, the average sold for $344,983. Okay, so right here, you know, along Crystal Lake here is some of the rules and the regulations when it comes to fishing, and people who need to report those violations and making sure that they understand the boat launch regulations and the boating regulations, do the right thing, right? But look at how beautiful it is, right? We're over here. It's absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous time of the year, okay? There's a Sunday's quiet time, no wake between 12 and 3. Okay, so if you look, we just walked along West Shore, which those homes right there, right? Now we're seeing their waterfront, and then on the other side of the lake there, that's where East Shore is. All right, so beautiful, so relaxing. All right, well, let's talk about what maybe some people are on some people's mind. Oh, the market is changing and homes are staying on the market longer. Well, once again, if you watch me on video, I'm giving you the real data. It doesn't help me to give you any kind of baloney, right? And so the real data is saying that homes that have sold in the last 90 days here on Crystal Lake area, the highest days on market is 19 days. The lowest, 3 days. So you put a home on the market in this area, and within 3 days, it's going to be under deposit. Now the average is 9 days. Hey, I like your flags, man. All right. So the average, there you go. Right, the average is 9 days. Okay. So if you're looking to put a home on the market here in this area, Crystal Lake, within 1 mile of where we're walking, the average is going to be 9 days on the market. Nothing like taking a leisurely stroll with Rosa. This is the Crystal Lake Ellington episode. Just enjoying a Sunday afternoon. Again, it's a little bit loud here or there, but for the most part, it's relaxing. You know, so some of these people, like as an example, they have their cottage, their home over here, and then on the other side of the road, they have their garage, or they have their parking facilities. And of course, on the other side, they have beautiful Crystal Lake Road. Hey, that home's gorgeous. Has some beautiful shaker siding, central air, nice landscaping. All right. Well, if you don't know about Ellington, I can give you some basic information, right? Ellington has a population of about 16,000 people. So it's a little bit of a sleeper community. It's in Talland County. And if you're interested in learning more about the homes in this area or even any other lakes, you know, we have Columbia Lake, which I have a couple of friends that live over there. We have Bolton Lake. We have Coventry Lake. So there's quite a few lakes in this area that there's opportunities to have a lakefront property. Okay. Well, pretty soon we're coming up. Look at how beautiful the foundation is on that house. They did a great job on the stonework, and even that beautiful blue color I think is really nice. All right, welcome to our lake house. They did some decorating here. We have some flags. You know, this is 4th of July weekend. And we are working hard to get our 10,000 steps in. Who doesn't love that? Now you see, I mean, really, when I'm walking over here, how beautiful is it? And I'm just steps away from the lake. They have their own private dock. There's boats out there way on the other side there. I don't know if you can see it, but way on the other side there is Sandy Beach. Okay, this home, how nice is that? They have a 2-car oversized garage right across the street. So they have rights right across the street from them. And this area is beautiful, whether it's the summer or autumn or even winter. I've driven down here, I've sold a couple of homes in this area, and it's beautiful regardless of what season it is. Look at that wooden parrot. That's pretty cool, huh? All right. Now, my friends, again, I told you it does not look impressive from the road. But there is the home that I sold, 1.27 million, probably about 18 years ago. That was owned by Gene Pitney, the Rockville Rocket. And you see all this wooden fence here. We're talking about from there to the right, all right up to the home, and then all the way down. Okay, I'm gonna come out all the way down here, all the way down. They have beachfront access. They actually put sand on the beach to have their own beach. They have a couple little guest houses, and they have amenities galore. Haven't been in there in quite a few years. I'm sure they've made quite a few updates to it. But that's basically what we're talking about here. All right. So if you didn't get some of the information, let's kind of go through it, right? A little more. One house on the market within 1 mile from Crystal Lake here in Ellington, Connecticut. All right. 6 houses have sold within the last 90 days. The highest price home that has sold within the last 90 days, $595,000. And the highest price per square foot, $444.44. Now, I know you might be saying, come on, Rob, that doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about? Well, I can tell you, my friends, that's what the numbers show. So I think it's amazing that if you look down, if you go walk into your home and you look down at your feet and you see a square tile or you see a square foot, look at that lake behind me, how beautiful. Each one of those square feet sold for $444 per square foot in the highest priced home over the last 90 days here outside of Crystal, within 1 mile of Crystal Lake. Now the average was $272.89. You know, which is a little bit higher. I mean, for the most part, I see a lot of areas where the homes are selling about $225 to $250 per square foot on average. How gorgeous, right? Who doesn't love going on a nice stroll like this? But over here, like I said, the average is $272.89. Let's talk about one of my favorite ratios, and that's the sales price to the list price. Well, what does that mean exactly, Rob? Well, how much are homes selling for compared to their listing price or to their asking price? Okay, and it shows us that the market for sellers is still so strong because within 1 mile from here, right, within a 1 mile radius, Crystal Lake here in Ellington, Connecticut, homes sold, the highest one sold for 112% of asking price. So you had to make a bid of 12% higher in order to get your offer accepted. They had that many. And I can tell you, I've told this story to quite a few people already because I still think it's amazing. Sometimes we're coming up against 27 other offers. That happened to me about 2.5 weeks ago. And I told that listing agent, I said, come on, are you telling me we made an offer like this and you did not accept it? And you have 27 other offers? We were the 28th offer, which I think that's pretty much amazing, right? So that's another number or ratio that I like to share with sellers and buyers as we talk about things, right? And so forth. All right, my friends, well, let's continue on our wonderful stroll, right? Stroll with Rosa. And this is the episode of Crystal Lake in Ellington, Connecticut. Look at that. You have your grill right there, and as you're grilling your hot dogs and hamburgers, you can just look over the lake and look at how beautiful, how cool this log home is. That's pretty cool. You don't see one of those every day. And how beautiful would it be to sit underneath there on a cool day, right? Maybe have a little something to drink, maybe have a little cigar if you're that person, right? I'm kind of that person once in a while, right? Maybe we might have a little cigar once in a while just to relax, enjoy, have your own boat at your own dock, or maybe you have the kids swim out to a dock out there where they have a slide, right? How cool is that? The sun's coming in and out today, but it's a beautiful, beautiful day. These people have a pretty cool setup right here, right? Looks like they have the kids right here. They have their boat, right? How nice is that? Have a little playground system here. We're right back here at the boat launch. Have a little fire pit over here. Absolutely beautiful day. Well, I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get these 10,000 steps in today for this Stroll with Rosa episode. I think we're almost at about 6,000 steps so far. All right. But this is summertime at its finest, my friends. Who doesn't love that, right? Who doesn't love a beautiful day where you can just relax, maybe take your boat out, go out with the family for a couple of hours. Hey there, sir. Have yourself a great afternoon.
All right, you too.
All right.
Yes, Olivia.
I always like to talk to the locals, right? Make sure that they know that I'm here, I'm friendly, I'm ready to help them, give them information every step of the way. Because these are tight-knit communities. When they see, look at how beautiful that wooden home is, right? The wood exterior, it's gorgeous. But these are tight-knit communities, and when they see someone that they don't see very often, I mean, I'm in this area probably about once every 2 to 3 weeks. Here I was today, I was showing a home Probably about 2 or 3 miles, maybe 3 miles from here. It's here in Ellington. It needs a lot of work, but it's only listed for $299.9, and it has a huge barn. The home has a shape of a barn, the layout of a type of a barn, and then it has a second barn, and it also has a shed. Look at how cool this landscaping is, right? Something different. Big, beautiful rocks, a canoe, little rock sculpture, lake in the background. Right, so I'm in this area, like I said, probably about once every 2 to 3 weeks. Just showed a home today. If you're looking for a fixer-upper, you're looking for a home that you want to have plenty of privacy, over an acre of land, but no one is around. You don't see anyone, because abutting your land is basically just a bunch of woods. So if that's something that you might be interested in, just give me a call. All right. We're getting close, my friends. We started off, like I said, if you don't remember, if you didn't see the beginning, is we started off walking down Sandy Beach Road, that's where the beach is for Crystal Lake. Then we walked down a couple of the side streets. We went past the Rockville Game and Fish. I showed you the home that was owned by Gene Pitney, the Rockville Rocket, right? And they say that there were plenty of celebrities that visited that home over the years in which he owned it. And I sold it back about 18, 20 years ago. I didn't look it up, but I'm gonna guess about 18 years ago for $1.27 million. $1,270,000. That was one of my records of the time, and that was one of the records in this area on Crystal Lake. So I like to consider myself a little bit of a celebrity too. I mean, come on, you know. I think some people might have a hard time beating that record 18, 20 years later, but I did it. I spent a lot of time and money advertising that home everywhere. So we're walking right now down West Shore Road. I showed you the homes along West Shore. We looked across the lake and we saw the beautiful homes along East Shore Road. We saw Sandy Beach, which once again, that's a beach that's opened daily for public use from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. So if you want to come over here and check out the beach, you let me know, right? I could make sure that you get one of those great parking spaces. They're all free, of course. Or if you want to come over here and look at some homes, right now there's only one home for sale on the market. Okay, but who knows what might come up. In fact, maybe even if you're thinking about selling, let's take a walk down here because I need to get my steps in. So we're going to take a walk down private grounds, private drive, right on the corner of West Shore. This right here is Sullivan Road. I guess my brother-in-law and sister own that, right? Lisa and Chris, how's it going? If you watch this. But I'm available to show you, of course, our marketing plan and some of the things that we do in order to get those highest prices per square foot. You know, it's going to be hard to do it on your own. That's one thing I can promise you. And then if you get involved with someone who doesn't do what needs to be done, that could be a problem too. So be careful with that. So this right here, I thought it might be interesting to walk down here. I've never been down this particular road, but it's a private drive. And once again, here are homes right on the lake. This is my style, my friends, to be able to get up in the morning, see the water, take a stroll, enjoy your daily life. Because if you're not enjoying your daily life, well, if you're an adult and you've been on this earth for 25, 35, 45 plus years, now it's up to you, my friends. Not everybody has the same fate, but it's up to you to make your life the way that you want your life to be. And I have to remind myself that. Look at how beautiful this home is, right? Just a single garage, but it's gorgeous, right? With the lake right behind it. Absolutely beautiful. I actually showed this yellow home quite a while ago, years and years ago. Right, so that's kind of a little dead end right there. But here's the lake over here. Let's turn around here and let's take a look down this road. So you make your life the way you want your life to be. And I remind myself of that. I say my prayers. I ask for wisdom, right? I ask for insight. Look at how beautiful these are, huh? Look at how absolutely gorgeous. So I ask for wisdom, I ask the Lord for insight, for patience, right? I'm trying to figure it out exactly, but basically for me to let go, right? Of course, I need to take action. I need to make the right decisions, but I also need to put it in the hands of the Lord and have faith that what is to be is gonna be. And that's the best way that it goes. Look at how beautiful though. Right? Absolutely gorgeous. Once again, let's just say to get up in the morning and be right there. And if you wanna go for a leisurely stroll to go get something to eat, there's an excellent restaurant, pizza place. You know, it's also a convenience store, 3J's. But they do a great job with pizza. And if you know me, I love my pizza. And then you have a barbecue restaurant close by as well, which they do a great job. And it's not hard to get on a little bike or go for a stroll and go get your morning coffee or whatever it might be. There's a gas station close by. Like I said, there's a school close by, an elementary school. Route 140 is close by. So you will be able to do the things that you want to do if this is something that interests you. So if you're just catching up with us on this video, you can Google Crystal Lake in Ellington, Connecticut. And what we did today in this episode of Stroll with Rosa is we walked along one of the main roads for this lake. We went over data and discussed real estate and the statistics of what's going on in real estate within 1 mile from Crystal Lake here in Ellington, Connecticut. And probably, I'm not gonna say most importantly, but pretty importantly, I got my steps in, right? I'm almost about 7,000 steps as we are speaking, because I need to get 10,000 steps a day in, my friends. So, you know, you're playing a part of this, helping me get the steps I need. You know, sometimes when you see I'm going up a little uphill or slope, you hear it in my voice. So we need to work on that, right? We need to get this cardio strong. Like we discussed in the beginning, this is Crystal Ball Court. We're not gonna walk down there, it's a little cul-de-sac. I'm gonna guesstimate like 12 homes, 15 homes on this road that were built in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. probably 80s and 90s. I think I looked up a couple of them. You know, they're mostly colonials with the 1 or 2 car garage. Not very typical of what's going on when we talk about lake homes here in Connecticut. You know, when we talk about lake homes in Connecticut, we're usually talking about cottages, bungalows. In many cases, what are people doing? They're buying 2 of them right next to each other, knocking them down and building a little McMansion for themselves along the lake. Some people get mad at that, but hey, like they say, it's a free country, right? If that's what you can do, if that's what you want to do, why not go for it? But I appreciate you coming along with me on this stroll with Rosa. All right, my friends, so just as a reminder, please subscribe to this page. Please, likes and shares are always more than welcome, and helps us grow, helps us to continue sharing the positive, uplifting message that I incorporate with real estate, because I care about you. I'm here to help you, right? I'm here that I can be trusted with one of your most important financial assets, your property, right? So feel free to reach out for me with any questions, with issues. If you want to add more opinions or comments about Crystal Lake in Ellington, I'm not going to get mad at you. Do it, all right? So lastly, right, I got to remind you, this is Rob Rosa, hopefully your favorite real estate broker, signing out, my friends. God bless you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.